Hey guys, this is the FF.1 Reteach, so make sure you have the paper that looks just like these questions, and then follow along, listen along, and then you can take the retest, okay? So let's just go to 13. These questions were from the interim, and then I don't know how many you missed, how many you got right, but if you did not pass this, that means you didn't get more than, you didn't get 3 or more correct, so it's okay if you got some of them right. We're just going to talk about all of them together, okay? So 13 says, which of the following functions represents an exponential growth? Okay, we've talked about this before. Anytime I see the word exponential and exponent, I can go back to that reference sheet that should be on your desk and see that we have the word exponential over here. If I'm growing something, if I said I have a dog and I'm growing my family to have more dogs, well, what am I doing? I am adding the number of dogs together. So the one that we are looking for would be the first one. A kind of looks a little bit weird. We call that one, like, for our money, like the compound interest. That one's only for compound interest. We're only worried about these two. That top one with addition is the growth, and then the subtraction is decay. We talked about this a lot before we took our interim, okay? So we're going to use this formula, the P parentheses 1 plus R to the power of T. Okay, so let me write that on our paper. What was the first letter? A. I knew that. A equals P times 1 plus R to the power of T. Okay, well, P is the principal. I don't have the principal. 1 is just a number, R is the rate is just percentage, and T is our time. Well, they give us which of the following represents a function growth, so we're adding, of that 25%. Well, 25%, that is the rate, but I never put a percentage into an equation. I always put a decimal. Yes, good job. So to make a percentage a decimal, we just take the number and we divide it by 100, or the idea is just moving the decimal place to the left, which should give us 0.25. So if we plug everything else the same, 1 plus 0.25 should give us 1.25. So all we're looking for is any equation that has the 1.25 in there, because that is showing us we are having a gain of 100% and an extra 25% onto it. Okay, so the only one that matches would be our C, okay? D is not including the 1 to it. We have to do the 1 because if you think about your total amount, we're not getting rid of our total amount. We're growing from it. So we need to still include that 1 in there. B, inside the parentheses, normally always going to stay below a 1. It's hard to get above a 100% growth. That's kind of crazy. But even that, 1 plus 100, probably that's 150%. That doesn't match up to 25%. And then this guy right here, that's just if we plugged in that whole percentage. Guys, this is like from elementary. You have never put in a percentage into an equation. It's impossible. Percentages, fractions, percentages are just another way to write numbers, okay? All 3 of these are the exact same way, but we can only put decimals into our equations, okay? You could put fractions too, but fractions and decimals are the same thing. We like decimals more than we like fractions, okay? So 13's done. Let's look at 14. It says, which of the following functions match the graph below with the picture here? Well, it's a graph. I have a graphing calculator on Illuminate. Use it. So what I've already done beforehand, I just plugged all 4 of these equations into Desmos graphing calculator. So let's go over there, pause this video, plug them all in. I should see them on your picture if you want to kind of draw a rough graph what they look like on 14. But let's go to my Desmos. Looks like here. See, I plugged in all 4 of them already just to kind of save some time. But the only one that kind of has that same, kind of look like a W shape is this one. Well, looks like that purple one. The purple one was the last one. It was the one that was a 6x to the 4th power. So let's go over here. Again, it has to match exactly this. Well, the only one that did that was D. We talked about this so many times. If I have a graph and I'm trying to match the function, or if I have a function, I'm trying to match another one, graph it. The graph should always be the exact same, okay? Same thing here, just different formulas. Which of the following absolute value functions match the graph? Okay, well, these ones are hard because all of these graphs kind of have the same V shape, but they have to be on the exact same points. So I'm going to just start where the V is. Our V is at, where V, the vertex we talked about, looks like it's at 5 and then 4, I believe. So 5, 4 is where that V should start. Again, take a second, graph all 4 of those, pause the video, and then you can come back and see which one you think it is. Okay, well, I've already graphed those for you. So looking over here, we have a purple and the blue one, which is the, oops, I put that in wrong. What is it? Is it a +5? It is a +5. There we go. That looks a little bit better. But same idea. The vertex we want is that 5, 4. Need them both to be positive. Well, if we look over here on the left side, well, that's a -5, 4. Not going to work. I'm going to remove it. B is not an option. Same thing over here, going from left to right. Purple, -4, 5. No, I need it 5, 4. That's not right. The green one, it is 4, 5. Oh, this can get tricky if we are not being careful on what coordinate should be our X and which one should be our Y. In the alphabet, which one comes first? X comes first. So the X-axis, the one going left and right, should come first, which is a 5. And then up 4. So green is wrong, meaning the red one is correct. The red one was that X minus 5 plus 4. So let's go over there. Which one was the X minus 5 plus 4? That's our A. That's all you got to do. The nice thing about the absolute value ones, wherever the V starts at this bottom point, just see which one has the same vertex. That's all you got to do. And I think that's it. Just 3 questions. So pretty quick, not super hard. The nice thing about this standard, a lot of them are just graphing. So once you're done with this, once you have any questions, I get them answered, you can take that test once I give you the code. All right? Bye, guys.